What's up, guys? How's it going? My name is Tyson, and today we're going to be diving into the world of integrations inside of ClickFunnels 2.0. Now, today specifically, we'll be covering how to integrate with Beehiiv directly on the platform. This is going to make it super easy for you to be able to manage your audience and newsletter exactly where you want it. So, with that said, let's go ahead and dive into the platform here. I'll show you how to set everything up step by step. Okay, we're currently inside of my dashboard for ClickFunnels 2.0. Now from here, what we want to do is click on settings in the bottom left-hand side of the screen. Now, once that loads, we're going to use the secondary navigation that appears and select integrations. All right. Now on the integration page, we'll go ahead and click on connect integration over on the right-hand side of the screen. And it's going to be one of the first options here, Beehiiv. Just click directly on that. And in this case for Beehiiv, the only thing we need is going to be an API key. So let's head over to Beehiiv directly and walk you through the process of creating that key. All right, inside of Beehiiv, first thing we want to do is click over here on settings on a left-hand navigation. Once that loads, go ahead and use the new navigation that appears to select integrations. It's going to be near the bottom there. All right, now with that done, all we're looking for on this page is going to be API keys. Okay, now just go ahead and click on new API key. We're going to create a new one specifically for ClickFunnels. Make sure it is labeled exactly like that, or something that you will be able to remember it by. In this case, we'll go with something like CF integration. There we go. Awesome. We'll go ahead and click on create new key. And once we do, it'll show us our key right here on the right hand side. Go ahead and click on copy. All right, I don't believe it'll show you this again, so make sure to take this, write it down, put it somewhere safe. Otherwise, it's going to be lost forever. You're going to have to create a new key every single time if you do not remember it. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this, and we'll just go ahead and head back to ClickFunnels now and click on Beehiiv one more time. Sometimes that pop-up likes to disappear on us. It's still there, just hides in the background. Okay, now from here, just paste in that API key that we just copied. There we go, and proceed. All right, just like that, we now have the integration set up and ready for use. Now I'm going to walk you through the process of actually using this integration. We're going to set this up in a workflow, and I'm going to show you how to make sure it is functioning correctly and ready to go. Okay, so with that said, let's head over here to the marketing option or marketing tab on the left-hand side of the screen. And once that loads, we're going to go ahead and select an existing workflow. Now, if you don't have any workflows, that's okay. Just create one first, then come back and join us where we are right now. If you're not too sure how workflows function or you want some more information around workflows, I will put a video or a link to a video in the description that will cover workflows entirely as far as how they work, what to look for, the flow of setting everything up, all that good stuff. Check it out if you want more information. Otherwise, let's go ahead and dive into the workflow. All right, so I'm going to use this one as an example. And once that loads, we're going to go ahead and add a new step to the sequence. So just click on a little circle on that line. And on the right hand side, you'll see all these options appear. Just scroll to the very bottom until we see the option for third-party integration. There we go. Okay, once that loads, it's actually going to be at the very top again, same as what we saw there for the initial integration process. Click on Beehiiv. All right. Once we see that pop-up reload and adjust, it's going to have us verify our account by selecting it here in the page that we're seeing right now. Just click on it directly. That's all you have to do here. And once it verifies, it'll say connected, give you that green light. And from there, you can move on to next. You just hit next. And then now we can actually declare the action we want to achieve here. So in this case, click on that dropdown. And you have two options. We have one, the first one is to add a subscriber. Second one is to delete a subscriber, and that's it. All right, so in this case, we're gonna go ahead and add a subscriber, and we're gonna go ahead and choose the publication. In this case, we'll go with the one and only one that's there. You can reactivate existing subscription. So if someone's canceled before, you can set it up here so it re-enables it. Pretty cool. In this case, I'm going to hit yes. Awesome. If they opt in again, obviously they want more stuff from us. Send a welcome email. Of course, definitely got to bring people in, indoctrinate them. The next thing is to override publication double opt-in. Now, I'm going to just turn that off. All right. Now, if you have it set up on the other side as far as double opt-in, you don't necessarily have to do anything here. You can override it if you want it to be turned on for this specific integration. That's okay. All right, now moving down the page, the last thing we have to do here is actually map out the data sources that will be sent over to Beehiiv. Essentially, you just have to click on this drop down over here on the right-hand side, match it up to what you see on the left-hand side, and you'll be good to go. If you don't see some of these, which you won't see most of these, subscription source won't be in ClickFunnels, subscription medium, all these will not be present. So you will have to just click on that drop down, select skip in this case. There we go, all the way down for the options that are not available or that don't actually add up or match up. Okay, now for email, obviously that's one we definitely want to be passing over there. Have that selected just like that, and now you're good to go. Hit next to the very bottom, and it's going to take us to the last portion here, step number 3, where we can just save and move on. Now click on save, and just like that, it's going to reload the page. It's going to show us that third-party integration window that we initially saw there, and it's going to close out by default. It's going to just give it a second here. It's going to do its thing. You can either exit out of this point or give it another second or two, and it'll close out by itself. There we go. Okay, now we're good to go. The integration is all set up. It is added to the workflow. And the last thing we want to double check here is make sure that the workflow is actually live, right? The workflow has to be enabled or turned on for it to actually be triggered. So in this case, over here on the right-hand side of the page, you'll see an option for status. Make sure it's toggled to the right, just like this. If you see blue, you're in the clear, you're golden. Again, you want it to look exactly like this. All right, if you see like a yellow banner right here saying that it's not currently set up, it's not ready to go, or it's not live, just know that you have to turn this on over here, and it has to be toggled to the right. Okay, that is it. That's all there is to it. It's not really too crazy as far as the process goes of setting this up. If you have any questions or would like some clarity on anything I've mentioned, please feel free to leave that in the comments below. I'm more than happy to help clarify on anything that I can. Aside from that, if you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up or subscribe if you want to see more content just like this. All right, with that said, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.